goalie, not you. But we're in a hurry. We're gonna try to fire through 5 of the top awards, and let's think of what you're thinking right now if you were a voter. Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's start with the first guys, the young guys. Calder Trophy. What do you get the Calder Trophy?
Well, what a great crop of rookies it was this year. But for my money, I think all things considered, I'm going to have to go with Tyler Myers. Another defenseman out of the Kelowna Rocket program. So many have come through there. For him to just step in his first year, seamless transition into the league, cool, under pressure. Seemed like he had ice water in his veins, made plays, played in every situation. Lindy Ruff gave him a ton of ice time, and he repaid Lindy's confidence by playing as well as he did.
All right. You mentioned defense, so let's work our way out there. Let's go to the Norris Trophy, my favorite trophy. Some new guard here. No Nicholas Lidstrom. I don't know if that's allowed, but Nicholas Lidstrom is not a finalist this year, so who gets it?
Yeah, I had to double check that just to be sure, but everybody knows it's a great career. Sure, the first ballot Hall of Fame career that Nicholas Lidstrom has had. But when you look at this crop, young guys, all of them very dynamic, all can make plays. There's really been a real revolution at the defensive position coming out of the lockout, and all these guys have been up front and center in that. I think for my money, Duncan Keith, playing against him and watching him this year as an analyst, you just see he's a guy that very seldom, if ever, makes mistakes. He's so calm. He makes good plays in all 3 zones. He really changes the game, as do Mike Green and Drew Doughty. But I'd say for my money, Duncan Keith, especially when he lost those teeth during the playoffs, I really think that galvanized this Hawks team and took them to the next level. And they ended up being the Cup champs. Pretty tough target.
My favorite position of yours, the Vezina Trophy. 3 worthy finalists, including maybe the greatest goaltender who's ever played the game, your partner.
Absolutely.
But where are you going on this one?
Well, you have to that end, you really have to give Marty Brodeur a lot of credit for what he's been able to accomplish over his career. I had the pleasure of playing with him for 2 years in New Jersey. And Ryan Miller had a fantastic season this year. It was off the charts, almost hat-trick-esque, and that's pretty tough to say, but the fans of Buffalo, they know great goaltending when they see it with the level that Dominic Hasek played at. And Ryan Miller was right this season. But all things considered, I'm going to have to say Ilya Bryzgalov. This was a really uncertain season coming into the season for the Phoenix Coyotes, and even throughout different points of the season with a lot of the off-ice chances that they had. Bryzgalov was terrific. I mean, every night he gave them a chance to win. He was a backbone. He did a great job. Sean Burke did a great job with him this year as Bedford in years past. I just think that he had a terrific season. Had not for him, I don't see the Coyotes getting in the playoffs.
We're in the desert. I know where you just went with Vezina, so let's go to the Jack Adams for Coach of the Year. Where are you going?
Oh, I got to go right back. I got to stay in the desert. I got to stay there. People say there's not enough water there, but I'll stay there anyway. No, with talking to players, I had the good fortune of interviewing Adrian O'Coin this past week on Hockey Night Radio, and a lot of the other players that I've spoken to over the course of the season within that locker room that played for Phoenix said that hands down, Dave Tippett was the best coach they played for. They loved the staff. They loved coming to the arena every day. They said they were treated like men with respect, and they had great tactical X's and O's and game plans to go along with it. So these guys all dream about it. Hey, I have to go along with the players. That's what they say. That's what I'm doing.
All right, men who deserve respect. The Hart Trophy finalists: Sidney Crosby, Alex Ovechkin, Henrik Sedin. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you getting a little shaky just thinking of that? Any of those guys coming at you right now?
Hey, you know what? I bring it on. But yeah, absolutely. Imagine if those guys were live. Imagine those guys playing on line. Well, I'll tell you, genealogists everywhere would be looking for ways to replicate the Crosby gene pool, the Ovechkin gene pool. But somehow the Sedin family had that already in 2 Sedins. But I mean, both Sidney Crosby and Ovechkin changed their respective games this year. Crosby became more of a shooter. Ovechkin became more of a passer. To that end, they were already tough enough to defend against, but it made it even tougher with them involved in their games. But Henrik Sedin, the season that he had, I had a great opportunity to call a lot of Vancouver Canucks games. I just think he was terrific all year long, particularly when his brother Daniel went down. He became more of a shooter. He's known to be a passer. He was almost impossible to defend. I think it's Henrik Sedin's year.
All right, now we know who the Calder Trophy winner for broadcasting has selected as the winners for tomorrow night. We'll find out who the voters pick tomorrow night.
Thanks.